Hi, everyone. We're coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. Moments away, it'll be the Philadelphia 76ers going up against the Cleveland Cavaliers. This is Kevin Harlan courtside with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry. David Aldridge will join us momentarily from the sidelines. Hey, Dave.
Well, Ben Simmons was the top-rated player in high school and in college, but a fractured bone in his foot cost him his first NBA season. He said, "A lot of people forgot about me. You have to build yourself up again. And for me, I wanted to prove myself again." Kevin, we all agree he's done just that.
He sure has. First NBA All-Star ever out of Australia. Thanks, David. And now a chance to see what's coming up for the Philadelphia 76ers. On Wednesday, they'll tip off a road trip starting in Orlando and going up against the Magic. And then on Friday, they'll be matching up with Chris Paul and the Oklahoma City Thunder.
And just looking ahead to what's on tap, there are a lot of winnable games for them, but you can't go into the stretch with that mentality. You've got to focus on what's in front of you and bring it every night.
And a look at the starters for the Cavaliers. Clarkson is the 2 with Osman the 3. Nance and Thompson are up front. And it's Garland in at the point guard position. And for Philadelphia, the tall lineup out there for the 76ers. Simmons, Richardson, Harris, Horford, and Embiid. So Philadelphia will get the first possession. Simmons with it. Plenty of games still ahead, Brent. Some discussion about shortening the regular season. Do you think that's going to happen?
I don't think it's going to happen.
Would you like to see it happen?
I like there's some percolating ideas out there that it might, and the idea of a 70-game season to me, it sounds really healthy. It sounds healthy for the players.
Healthy's a great word to use.
It sounds healthy for the coaching staff. It sounds healthy for the league, and it sounds healthy for the competition that you're going to get. Those 70 games, that will be some elevated play throughout the course of a regular season.
That's a great number. And Harris wide open. He shoots, and that one is off. And it's the Cavaliers taking it the other way. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of the 76ers this year.
And they'll be seeing each other 4 times this year. This is the first meeting, looking for a good start in the series.
Yeah, and who's going to set the tone here tonight? That'll be something to watch.
And so it's the Cavaliers getting on the board first. And here's Embiid. He picked up 24 points in their last one against Charlotte.
I'm not sure in that game if it was him or Dikembe Mutombo out there, guys. I was just hoping to see one finger wave after one of those floor blocks. No, 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 not today.
Osman drills the three-pointer.
When he's hitting that shot, this offense becomes scary, even more difficult to defend.
Yeah, no question. When he is connecting from those kind of spots on the floor, it is just a huge boost for what they can do offensively.
Here's Embiid, and the dunk by Embiid.
And able to pad his stats a little bit there on that play, the board and the bucket.
And you know, Greg, that'll put him in the good graces of that coaching staff, too. My goodness. Here's Clarkson after the Sixers pick up 2. Pass to Osman. Out to Thompson. 6 on the shot clock. Clarkson with the ball. And it's Horford picking him up. Here's Garland. That shot misses. Simmons with the defensive effort. Harris passes to Embiid. Left side, Harris. Embiid trying to break loose. Misses in close.
And he gets a lot of points right there at the rim, but the defense determined not to give up the easy deuce there. Yeah, you could throw it just about anywhere for Larry Nance Jr., and then he'll know what to do with it.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Here's Simmons. He had 19 points in the win against Charlotte.
It was never all about himself. He came away with a lot of assists in that game and just kind of kept everybody in the mix.
Now, here's Garland, following the miss by Al Horford. And the foul on Josh Richardson. That's his first foul. Richardson against Clarkson. To the middle. The pass to Osman. 5 on the clock.
You can tell that Horford really helps in altering the shot by sliding over. His presence alone adjusting that one.
Simmons finds Richardson. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Darius Garland picks one up. Well, last season, Josh Richardson just exploding for the Miami Heat. Brent, as you know, he was their top scorer.
Well, he's a great three-point shooter. The 3-and-D aspect is what drew the Miami Heat coaching staff to what Josh Richardson was capable of doing. Now he's going to do that in Philadelphia.
First one falls for him. Well, maybe not the most well-known player in the league, but Josh Richardson has been a big source of offense, and Greggy's done it for a while now.
A bit of a specialist, but Richardson has no problem putting up and making threes.
And Richardson drops them both.
Well, a great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
The 15-footer, the basket good off the assist from Simmons.
The evolution of Josh Richardson is going to be very exciting for this organization. When he's sinking the catch-and-shoot jump shots, look out.
Cavaliers leading, and Ben Simmons picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Now, here's Garland. Guarded by Simmons. And Thompson throws it down.
Thompson with some force on that one.
And Simmons has got the ball here for the 76ers. To the paint. It's deflected. Embiid, no good. The Cavaliers leading by 3. And it's blocked by Simmons.
How about the balance and body control? Simmons able to send that one packing.
For Philadelphia, they've gone just 2 of 8 shooting so far, just 25%. Now here's Simmons. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Pass to Horford. And it's in there.
Weight room paying off, absorb the contact, and finding a way to get it done there.
Garland with it. Simmons is there. Thompson outside. Clarkson surveying the floor. Over Richardson. Nance trying to break loose. Knocks down the step back Jay. Clarkson's got his second bucket. The 76ers trail by 5. Simmons dishes to Richardson. There's the lob for Harris. That one's not going to go.
And what should have been a simple pass and finish ends up in a missed opportunity on that alley-oop attempt.
Yeah, you'd like to keep things a little more simple, and that was a play that didn't quite develop the way they wanted it.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. And Simmons kicks to Richardson. And they double up Embiid. And now Clarkson pushing it up. No one back to stop him. And the shot goes in. Clarkson's got 6.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
The 76ers shooting a lowly 30% to start this game out. Richardson outside. Passes it to Harris. Horford against Nance. Horford double team. Here's Harris. No good there. Good D by Thompson.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
Yeah, altering the shot just as long as there's a miss. That kind of energy not wasted.
Love's checked in for the Cavaliers. Sexton comes in for Jordan Clarkson. Now, here's Garland. Guarded by Simmons. Here's Osman. Buries it from about 10 feet away. He has 5.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
Yeah, the bully ball tonight has paid dividends. Highly effective down there with the physical play.
Embiid. And that time, also a missed shot.
I'm not sure where the lack of focus comes in there, Kevin. That's not like him. The defense is close, but there's enough space to score.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
And the 76ers decide to take their first time out here. They defeated Charlotte in their last game.
Well, in that one, they just had everything working offensively. It's a lot of fun when you get into that kind of a groove.
Yeah, I love watching that game, and in particular, their demeanor in their destruction in that game.
Some changes for Philadelphia. Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for Embiid. Jonah Bolden comes in for Al Horford. And Trey Burke subbed in for Ben Simmons. Then for the Cavaliers, Ante Zizic is checked in for Nance. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Garland. Here's Thibault. Shot clock at 5. Kicks to Burke. 11 feet away. It's good. And he makes his first shot of the game.
And a coaching hire by the Cavaliers that caught most off guard. John Beilein had led the Michigan Wolverines for 12 seasons, their all-time leader in coaching wins.
Well, there was also talk the year prior about John Beilein joining the Detroit Pistons organization, so finally making the jump to the NBA, where it's a much different challenge. It's going to be very interesting to see how it is that Coach Beilein implements a lot of his offensive schemes that were so successful in college.
Now Sexton still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Here's Osman. The wing jumper off target.
Well, that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
Pass to Scott. There's the pass to O'Quinn. Here's Bolden. 9 points last game out. That misses, so no good on his first attempt of the night. Dellavedova scanning the floor. Pass to Zizic. Back to Dellavedova. He dishes it to Sexton. From outside the arc. It's hauled in by Thibault. The 76ers trail by 9. Pass to Bolden. O'Quinn trying to free himself up, but they recover it. And that one's good. Burke's got 5.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's Sexton. Bobbed up there for Love. And there's the defensive 3-second call. And coming into this season, questions about whether the Sixers could retain their star players. Well, Greg, they shuffled the decks, but they still have great talent.
Swapping in Al Horford for Jimmy Butler, Josh Richardson for J.J. Redick. The Sixers still in the mix to come out of the East.
And so he hits the technical free throw.
Kevin Love moving into prime years of his career and continues to be an impressive player. Proven champion and a nightly double-double threat.
Sexton the pass to Love. And in the summer of 2018, Kevin Love signed a 4-year, $120 million extension to remain in Cleveland.
Yeah, and Kevin right now is the bridge from what was to potentially what will be. And in that what will be scenario, what will be happening is Kevin Love probably gets traded at some point. But he's been great for Cleveland. He's been a great ambassador for the city. The things that he's doing off the court philanthropically have been amazing. And Kevin Love is not done in the NBA. Still another team out there for him to go to and contribute to. Well, a great three-point shooting team for many, many years. The Cavs took a massive step backward last season. Their inability to score from downtown really cost them.
Shooting 2.
That's good from Scott. Yeah, you know, you look at the problems the Cavaliers have had on offense, Brent, second to last in the league in total points a season ago.
Yeah, they just didn't have shooters, Kevin, so really hard to get back into games where you have 10 and 12-point deficits and nobody to drill shots from the three-point line. They were okay inside the arc, but that ability to shoot, boy, that helps.
Now, here's Sexton. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Nice D from Scott.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Inside. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. When it comes to hustle and effort, who would you put on the floor to get those 50-50 balls that are just so important, and sometimes, you know, with the win or loss in the balance?
And I watch Kawhi Leonard, and even though he's a superstar player, there's still some efficiency in his action to go and get that ball.
He just never stops.
He never stops. Yeah. And so, yeah, he might not get dirty, but he doesn't have to because he outsmarts everybody else to get to it. And we have scrappy guys like Marcus Smart and Patrick Beverly, who we've talked about as being nuisances on the court. But, you know, those guys are invaluable to any coaching staff. And when they have those kind of plays, it just gets everybody going and brings a level of energy back to the game.
It does energize it. You're exactly right. Henson's checked in for Cleveland. Good on the second free throw. And so it's Dellavedova. He'll bring it up for the Cavaliers. They lead by 7. He kicks to Sexton. Back to Dellavedova. Puts up a 3. Rebound by the 76ers. 1:46 left here in the opening quarter. 11 feet away. Offensive rebound. Here's Bolden. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark. The Cavaliers shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
And the first one at the line is good.
Whether as a starter or a defensive asset off the bench, Henson's willing to play whatever role the team needs him to.
Henson hits them both.
And for the Cavs, their #1 goal is to identify a young superstar to build around.
Yeah, they've had a nice collection here of guys that they hope step up and step out. Cleveland's only 2 Rookie of the Year award winners have been LeBron James and Kyrie Irving. Franchise changers hard to find.
And that one's good. Thibault. And so here's Cleveland. 7-point differential. 1:09 left in the first quarter. Dellavedova, the pass to Love. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Dellavedova. 6 points for Kevin Love.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up a little more sense of urgency.
Burke looking over the floor. Right side, Scott. There's 39 seconds left in the first. It's not going to go for him. Here's Sexton. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. We know who that was.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
And now Philadelphia on the break. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on Love. Philadelphia shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
Shoot 2.
And he knocks down the first one. And he makes both free throws. Here's Sexton. Shot from 12. No good off the back of the rim.
Well, if you believe in the numbers, that mid-range shot is not a high-value shot, even with little or no defense on you.
And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. And we'll be right back after this. Al Horford provided some insight on why he decided to sign with Philadelphia.
What put me over the edge to make this switch is just the depth that I saw with this team. It's an up-and-coming young team that we have a chance to be good for many, many years, and it was something I wanted to be a part of.
Playing for a historic franchise, Greg, they've got, of course, the great fan support, great history. Something Horford relishes.
A great choice. A team with depth and youth. They have a chance to be good for a long time.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And from what you guys have seen so far from Cleveland, what's your take?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the court for Cleveland, we've got John Henson. Sexton is out there with Matthew Dellavedova. Then there's Kevin Love, and it's Osman in at the 3 spot. Three-pointer, Dellavedova. The three-pointer is right on target. Dellavedova's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. Down low. Here's O'Quinn. Goes back up. He lays it in.
Oh, boy. O'Quinn throwing his body around on the interior and using his size.
Now, here's Sexton. D right on him. Nice D from Scott.
Going to struggle for him tonight, but if they can make this lead hold up, he can just chalk this up as one of those nights.
And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. At the number of trades now starting to involve stars. It feels like the league's power balance is always shifting to some degree.
Yeah, and I think organizations that are trying to stay ahead of the trend, Kevin, might think about, we might have a star for just 2 years. How can we get the next one? Backside of that, Kevin, is a lot of these star players are signing deals that are not extending to 4, 5, 6 years. You can't even do that anymore. So you get a guy for a couple years. What he wants to do is maximize his earning potential for 1 or 2 seasons, become a free agent again, and then look around the league where opportunities not only to win, but to also cash in. That's what's happening in today's game.
Now, here's Sexton. Clarkson passes to Thompson. He feeds it to Henson. 4 on the clock. That's tipped. Over Harris. Henson's shot is off.
Not a bad shot from the mid-range. The D's giving it to him, and he's usually got an eye in that kind of range.
And Darius Garland picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Al Horford. He's checked in for Philadelphia. Two minutes now played in the second quarter. Embiid finds Horford. Horford double team. A three from Simmons. Another miss by Philadelphia.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing.
You got to be cautious when you guard Clarkson. He's got a good burst. And when he gets assertive like that, oftentimes will draw a foul.
The Cavaliers have been good at the line so far, 5 of 5. First free throw is good.
Clarkson, it's interesting for him. He's not really a point guard and not really a shooting guard. So trying to find ways to stay in the game and stay aggressive and do whatever is asked of him to earn minutes.
Larry Nance is checked in for John Henson. Now here's Simmons. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Harris with it. He's picked up by Nance. And the basket by Harris.
Now what a great option he gives them on every possession.
The Cavaliers leading by 6. Garland kicks to Thompson. Now here's Sexton. Richardson covering. Thompson dishes to Sexton. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
The rookie class last year was very impressive, especially the top 5 picks earning all rookie first team honors. Colin is one of those guys last year, 3rd among rookies in scoring, and really was good towards the tail end of the season.
Free throw good, Sexton. And Sexton, the 3rd rookie ever to average 16 points per game with over 40% from long range, and Brent over 80% from the line.
Yeah, a lot of that, Kevin, came late in the season as he tried to get his footing early on. Scored 20 points or more in 8 straight games. He was the first rookie to do that since Tim Duncan did it back in 1998.
About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. And Simmons kicks to Richardson. Back to Simmons. 5 to shoot. The shot missing. Good D by Thompson. The Cavaliers leading by 8. Now here's Garland. He's coming off a 19-point game against the Knicks in New York. Sexton with it. Working on Horford. The shot by Sexton, no good. For Philadelphia, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. Embiid wide open. Plenty of room to knock down the shot.
I like seeing Josh Richardson distribute the ball, especially when his teammates are wide open. That makes for an easy pass.
Cleveland's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Thompson outside. Clarkson on the wing. Lobbed up there for Thompson. And Thompson throws it down.
Well, with Tristan's motor and that kind of reach, great job on finishing off the alley-oop.
Simmons looking it over. There's the dish to Embiid. Outside for Simmons. Here's Horford. Cavaliers with the rebound. Thompson's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Clarkson. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Embiid's got 4 rebounds in this game. To the inside, stolen by Thompson. The shot's good from Nance. Nance has got 8 points.
Now Sexton working the ball to a teammate. That's what you want to see from him.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Kevin, Josh Richardson has made himself into one of the top defensive wings in the league. Richardson says there's a certain competitiveness that comes with being a good defender. The defensive end takes will, and I have a lot of it. Kevin J. Rich is self-described as super competitive, and that edge is what drives him.
It sure is. That's what it takes. Thank you, David. And here is Simmons after Darius Garland getting his shot to go from deep. Embiid kicks to Harris. Back to Embiid. Over Thompson. Can they get it? Embiid, no good. The Cavaliers leading by 13. Garland with it. He's got 5. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
The Cavaliers have been exceptional shooting free throws tonight, going 9 for 9. No good on that one. Ante Zizic is checked in for the Cavaliers. And he sinks the second. The 76ers trail by 14. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Here's Embiid. They grab their own miss. Horford. It's tipped.
Larry Nance Jr. getting up and getting it out.
And another miss. Ooh, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have. You're right.
Well, if he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
Horford, no luck.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
Those are all the little things about effort there. He just gets out there and contests, and that's just enough.
And this really is the story of the game. They've been outstanding from beyond the arc, especially in the second quarter.
Timeout called, the 76ers.
Giving up a run here, can they turn it around?
Hard to say right now. At this point, I've seen the coaches run through 2 or 3 iterations of defense. Is there a fourth? I'm not sure.
And let's take a look at Colin Sexton's numbers. Some last season stats for him. Put up about 16 points a game, 3 assists and 3 rebounds. You know, year one, he was learning the ropes. I think he's hoping to make a much bigger impact in his second campaign.
Absolutely. As a rookie, the game just goes incredibly fast. Sophomore year, things start to slow down.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
The Cavaliers on offense. They're on a 15-6 run. Garland with it, and it's Horford picking him up. Garland, the pass to Clarkson. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen. Let's take a look at the players who were the best on the glass a season ago. Second, Joel Embiid.
What a season he had in the paint. I mean, his rebounding numbers really mind-boggling. Who wouldn't love to have a guy like that?
And here is Simmons. No points in the game yet for him. Dishes it to Harris. To the paint. Embiid inside. Covered by Nance. Embiid, no good. Here's Sexton. Finished off the break. Sexton's got 4 points this quarter.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Richardson. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Richardson playing with boundless energy, great at going into the physical defense and drawing the foul.
The first one falls. And Richardson drops them both.
And guys, this is the way to stay in the game. They're doing a masterful job from the line. Perfect this quarter.
Pass to Clarkson. Free throw line jump shot. And the Cavaliers getting another bucket right there.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Now Simmons. And there's the pass to Richardson. Back to Simmons. Embiid kicks to Simmons. 6 to shoot. And he elevates for the slam dunk. Darius Garland did not like that.
Yeah, whenever Simmons gets a chance to show off his insane jumping skills, he seizes.
Here's Garland. 6 points for him. And stolen by Harris. And Simmons slams it in.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
And so it's Cleveland with it after the Sixers pick up 2. Down low. It's hauled in by Harris. The 76ers trail by 13. Philadelphia moving the ball around, and they pick up 2. Simmons got 6 in the quarter.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
So for Cleveland, their last game, a win against the Knicks in New York.
Yeah, it was all hands on deck. Helps to get points off the bench when you're on the road.
Yeah, saw the box score of that game the next day, and I thought, wow, that's a huge scoring night. Pretty impressive stuff there.
And there's the call on Joel Embiid. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. And some changes here for the 76ers. Kyle O'Quinn is checked in for Joel Embiid. Scott comes in for Al Horford. And Trey Burke subbed in for Josh Richardson. Then for the Cavaliers, Love comes in for Larry Nance. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Sexton. Now here is Dellavedova. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From deep. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation.
Looking at some numbers for Simmons. Coming off a terrific season. 6th in assists, 15th in field goal percentage. And he was among the top 20 rebounders in the league. Never shy about throwing his weight around in the paint.
And his floor awareness was impeccable last season. As you mentioned, top 10 in assists. Just does a great job of getting everyone involved. Inside. And Simmons slams it in.
Throw it down, young fella. Simmons is explosive and without a doubt one of my favorite dunkers.
And here's Clarkson. He brings it up for Cleveland. 17 points was their biggest margin. They'll be playing host to Miami for the next game. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. Now here's Love. He's got 6. Kicks it to Clarkson. Pulls from the top of the key. And it's O'Quinn with the rebound. O'Quinn's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Scott the pass to Harris. There's 1:54 left in the first half of the game. And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
And usually teams go on runs and it comes from a lot of layups and dunks, but not now.
1:44 left now here in the second. Now here's Garland. Defense is right there. And no one near Clarkson as he lets it go. Once again off the mark by Cleveland.
This is a rough stretch right here for him offensively. Seems to be rushing shots.
Count that one, and the Cleveland lead has been cut to just 5 on the basket from Harris. Here's Garland. Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers. So both teams changing it up here. .115 left in the first half. And Henson kicks to Osman. Now here's Garland. He's got 6. Just 5 on the clock. The fader. And Love gets it to go. Love's got 8.
Yeah, Kevin Love in a good rhythm there from the mid-range. Makes the job of the defense a lot harder when he's knocking that down.
Pass to Thibault. Here's O'Quinn. Passes it to Burke. Here's Thibault. 8 points for him. 34 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Offensive rebound. Henson. Pass to Osman. Tries yet again. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound.
Well, his shooting has been a little bit below par. You think about what this lead would look like if he was on.
Here's Scott. Hits the three-point bomb. Scott's got 5 points now in the quarter. Dellavedova with the ball. From deep three-point range. And no good in the last second attempt this time. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Cavaliers lead by 4. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Tristan, what's the plan for the second half tonight?
Well, it's simple. It's going to be a dogfight. You know, they got big guys, true bigs, and we got to come out, play hard, and not let up.
Okay, we'll see if we can get that done. Thanks, Tristan. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everyone, to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Some big-time action already in this one. I'm Ernie Johnson, along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. It's Cleveland out on top at halftime. They hold a 4-point lead. Kenny, what do you think?
They obviously came in wanting to push the action. And so far, so good. They're looking to get easy transition baskets because the other team is not getting back on defense.
And over to Shaq. What did you think about Philadelphia?
What impressed me the most was the effort they put into the offensive glass. The second chance points really added up for them. Fighting through box outs, battling for position, they owned the offensive boards.
And that wraps up the halftime show. Third quarter set to begin in just a few.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You gotta like what Jordan Clarkson has done in this game.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
Cleveland leading by 4. In the backcourt, Simmons and Richardson. A big forward pair. Harris the 3 and Horford the 4. And it's Bolden in at the 5 spot. And that's the group for Brett Brown as we begin the second half. And the shot is good. Garland's got the first points to start out the third quarter for the Cavs. Philadelphia shooting 43% from the floor. Richardson outside. Now the pass to Harris. Here's Horford. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. And here is Garland.
And when he gets ahead of steam, you almost feel sorry for defenders. Ben Simmons, a combination of size, speed, and ball handling that can at times be unstoppable.
Now here's Nance. Just 5 to shoot. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. They get it back. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Well, if Thompson is going to get that deep, you almost have to wrap 2 hands around him and hope he doesn't score.
The Cavaliers have shot 10 of 11 at the line. Nice work so far for them.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Thompson. And with his passing and driving ability, Greg, Simmons is like combining a power running back in football with a pinpoint passing quarterback. Not much he can't do.
Kevin, a football metaphor is appropriate. Simmons grew up playing Australian rules football, and the physicality and quick thinking of that sport really reflected in his style of play.
And so Thompson nails both of them.
Tristan Thompson is one of the best offensive rebounders in the NBA. So to do that, you can't be afraid to throw your weight around.
Now here's Simmons. He's got 8. Horford gets the bucket.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
Here's Clarkson following the basket by Al Horford. Over in the corner, Osman gets the three-pointer to fall. Osman's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Well, a combo guard who can do a lot of things decently well. Jordan Clarkson, solid at dishing that rock.
2 minutes into the second half of play now. Richardson the pass to Horford. On the wing, Harris. Fades. No good that time. So Cleveland will take it the other way. 17 points was their biggest margin. Garland the pass to Thompson. And it's sent back by Horford.
Well, a level of engagement that Horford brings on the defensive end every night is impressive. Terrific block there.
Here's Embiid. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And the foul called on the Cleveland Cavaliers. And after he missed the first 2 seasons of his career, Greg, with a broken bone in his foot, would injuries be your main concern for Joel Embiid?
Look, no doubt about it. As long as he's healthy, he's an all-league performer. Still, 7-footers carry a lot of weight in our league. He wants to prove he can play big minutes. They just got to make sure they protect him.
He's off on the first.
Well, what's not to like about Joel Embiid? A physical specimen at over 7 feet tall, all the skill in the world, and a personality made for stardom.
Second free throw, no good. You talk about Embiid's personality, whether it's on the court or through social media. Greg, he's not shy speaking his mind.
One of the best trash talkers in the league. He doesn't hold back, but it's never personal. He's embracing the spirit of competition.
Here's Simmons. The Cavaliers making the shot. Pass to Embiid. On the wing, Harris. The 76ers need to get off a shot. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Here's Clarkson. And almost gets it to go, so he'll shoot 2 here. That one on Richardson.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
Shooting 2.
They throw good. Clarkson. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
The 76ers trail by 11. Outside, Simmons. Horford against Nance. Horford double team. And Philadelphia with another turnover here.
All right, a moment to check out stats for Embiid. Great showing for him last season. Second in rebounding, fourth in scoring, and he finished among the top 10 in blocks, bringing that intimidation factor to the paint.
And looking back at last season, his complete dominance on the boards to rank number 2 overall. Absolutely remarkable. Cavaliers making a switch here. Sexton's checked in. And here's Embiid. He'll bring it up for the 76ers. They trail by 11. They get to take on the Magic at Orlando after this one. And that one will start off a 3-game road trip for the team.
Josh enjoying this and one opportunity. Good job finishing despite the defense knocking him around a bit.
And this is his 3rd trip to the line tonight.
And last season, 86% from the line. So he's always had that calm presence at the line no matter the situation.
That's good from Richardson.
There's so much inside of Josh Richardson that is yet to be tapped into. An athletic shooting guard who can play both ends of the floor.
And Ben Simmons picks up the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game. And stolen by Harris. And that one is good. Harris has got 6.
Yeah, 80%. Is that a good number from the field? I think so. 4 of 5 here shooting. Terrific start.
The Cavaliers leading by 6. Sexton the pass to Osman. And the rejection by Embiid. Harris inside, working on Nance. Harris no good. Cleveland's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. And the foul on Josh Richardson. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
And the Cavaliers with possession here. 17 points was their biggest margin. Richardson against Clarkson. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. The 76ers trail by 6. They get a hand on it. Stolen by Thompson. All alone. And it's Thompson with the jam.
Big hands helping you on defense. That time Tristan Thompson shows off the mitts.
Embiid with it. Guarded now by Sexton. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
We've seen this explosion of Canadian players in the NBA. And really, Tristan Thompson led that way. The 4th pick back in 2011, Thompson was, at that point, the highest drafted Canadian in NBA history.
And he makes the first. And Thompson may have led the way for Canadians, but as far as where the league is going, Greg, he's a throwback player.
I mean, a rebounder and rim runner. His game is built on toughness and hustle.
Zizic has checked in for Cleveland. And Embiid drops them both. The Cavaliers leading by 6. Now Sexton. He has 6. Clarkson kicks to Sexton. No good with the triple. 76ers have gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the 3rd. And that's a foul called on Colin Sexton. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Cleveland on defense.
Well, he was very reliable, keeping the ball in his hands during the first half. He's had a bad case of the butterfingers here in the second.
The 76ers trail by 6. Horford finds Harris. Horford with the bounce pass from the low block. Embiid, no good.
Yeah, my expectations were that he was not going to miss that one, Kevin. He handles that kind of defense, especially on the inside.
And this is why coaches talk about playing with pace. The scoreboard tells it all.
Kind of get a team defensively on their heels, and if you can keep pushing and keep attacking, they'd never find some kind of defensive balance to help slow you down.
And your point guard's got to be the catalyst. Great job getting to the 10.
Well, Greg, he knows when they need a lift.
Did you see how much air he had under him? Wow.
So it's the Cavaliers now, after the Sixers pick up 2. Throws it up high. For Philadelphia, they've gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field. You know, some people, Brent, have compared the hard-nosed Colin Sexton to Russell Westbrook. What do you think?
I think that might be overshooting it a little bit. Russell is Russell, quite frankly, but at 6'2" with those long arms, is he a bigger version of maybe Eric Bledsoe, who played his early years with the Clippers and now with the Bucks, where he can get out and defend, use that body and size a little bit to bowling ball his way into the interior and make some things happen.
The free throw drops for Embiid. So both teams making some changes here. He hits both from the stripe, and the Cavaliers call time here. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Now here is Dellavedova. Lobbed up there for Thompson. It doesn't go for him.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Yeah, you can see when it's that close, players reacting. Just, oh, man, we just missed that one. Maybe they'll get another chance at it.
Now here's Sexton. He's guarded closely. Shot clock at 6. To the wing right side. Here's Osman. Once again off the mark by Cleveland. And it's Harris with the ball for the Philadelphia 76ers. 7-point differential. Ben Simmons gets the bucket.
He's an absolute gym rat. Simmons is relentless in his pursuit to dominate really all phases of the game and improving with his scoring.
Dellavedova, the pass to Sexton. On the wing, Thompson. He kicks to Dellavedova. Back to Thompson. Shoots a fader. That one's rebounded by Embiid. Embiid's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Here's Simmons over to the wing. Embiid, no good.
How about the timing he shows there to challenge that shot?
Yeah, not easy to do there, and that's a guy that you can tell takes every possession defensively very seriously.
Dellavedova, that's good.
Well, Delly knowing the angles right there to just get a step by his defender.
The 76ers trail by 7. Passes it to Thibault. Here's Scott. Good D by Thompson. Cleveland's gotten the three-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it, 9 times they've missed. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, tampering is a touchy subject, but it's a word we're hearing more often. Teams want to retain their star players, but they know that there's always talk during a season. Now, teams can only express interest in a player when he hits free agency. But players can talk amongst each other freely all season. Star players like LeBron James are tied into their front offices. Some people wonder if if there's much of a difference between what the player says and what his team is thinking. Kevin?
Good point, David. Thank you. And the Cavaliers call time here.
And this summer, a 5-year, $170 million max contract extension for Ben Simmons. The Sixers didn't want to give him any cause to look elsewhere. A great talent, but the hope with that kind of money is that he'll develop that jump shot.
Some changes for Philadelphia. Kyle O'Quinn comes in for Embiid, and Jonah Bolden subbed in for Harris. Cleveland also making some changes. John Henson's checked in for Thompson. Kevin Love comes in for Jetty Osman. And it's Garland in for Matthew Dellavedova. Love can't hit.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Thibault, the pass to Bolden. And he dunks it down.
Very little resistance against that throwdown.
Nope, not what they want to see in a game this close, Greg.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation.
Sexton kicks to Love. He dishes it to Henson. Scott against Love. Over to the left wing. Looking to end his cold spell. And there's Sexton. That's good on the assist by Love.
Well, Sexton feeling it right now, being assertive and getting to the spots on the floor that he wants to operate.
To the middle. And O'Quinn slams it in.
Oh, going high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam. The Cavaliers leading by 3. Pass to Garland. 1:56 left in the third quarter. The open look here for Sexton. Bangs home the trifecta. Sexton's got 11 points.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits, and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
Now, here's O'Quinn. He has 6. Right block shot. A second chance effort. It's deflected. Here's Sexton. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Yeah, that miss might stick with him for a little while. That's kind of a shoot-around jumper if I've ever seen one.
Scott. Simmons left side. And the pass to Bolden. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Henson's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Another shot. Lays it up and banks it in. And now it's an 8-point Cleveland lead.
Well, this is where Henson gets plenty of his points, trolling the offensive glass.
On the wing, Scott, and stolen by Love. He's got free throw attempts number 4 and 5 here.
Shooting 2.
He misses the free throw. Cavaliers making a switch here. Clarkson's checked in. And he's good on the second. The 76ers trail by 9. Now here's Simmons. He's got 14. Pass to Bolden. Shoots over Henson. It's good from about 19 feet. Bolden's got 4 points this quarter.
And passes like that demonstrate the winning mindset Simmons has. A guy that wants to get his team involved.
Love finds Clarkson. And it's O'Quinn with the rebound. O'Quinn's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Outside, Simmons. Here's Scott. No good.
Kevin Love got his hand up. That was just enough to alter the shot.
And so it's Cleveland, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. A good size advantage, and they'll look to increase it. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this was?
What an advantage if your off guard can make plays so valuable.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. The 76ers trail by 7, and so in the game for the Cavaliers, we've got Nance, John Henson out there with Kevin Love. Then there's Garland, and it's Clarkson in at the 2-guard spot. Stolen by Henson. In transition, here come the Cavaliers. And Nance slams it in.
Well, one of the things that we saw in the early part of his career with the Lakers is how dangerous he can be in transition. These are opportunities where he salivates.
Now here's Burke. Passes to Thibault from past the arc. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Love's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Garland. Pass to Henson. Stolen by O'Quinn. Here's Thibault. Covered by Nance. And that one's good. Thibault.
That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around. Keep it moving. Try to get an assist on every bucket.
We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. And Trey Burke gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. And the 76ers making a change here. Checked in. Nance dishes to Henson. 13 feet away. And he can't bank that one in.
Not great numbers, but great effort in this one. Sounds funny, but I think he's been a positive for them.
And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. That free throw, no good. Al Horford is checked in for Jonah Bolden. And the second free throw, good. The Cavaliers leading by 6. Nance outside. Here's Clarkson. The Cavaliers again can't hit. The 76ers shooting well. They're at 45%. And that one, good.
Well, Richardson came in shooting threes and thought that might be the only thing he could do. He's no one-trick pony.
Garland with it. The pass to Henson. To the paint. Stolen by O'Quinn. Here's Scott. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
Good recognition from the 2-guard. Richardson demonstrating remarkable initiative to get that pass over.
The Cavaliers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the 4th quarter. Now, here's Garland. Burke covering. Here's Henson. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That's good from Henson. He hits one and misses one, each at the line. And Greg, Al Horford over the summer opting out of a contract with Boston, the final year with the Celtics. A bit of a surprise to fans.
You know, Horford said he wanted to test free agency. Talks between him and Boston abruptly ended, was wooed by several teams, but ultimately signed on with the Sixers.
Here's Henson, and a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket.
Well, this is where he should operate. Henson has developed his skills, but has limited range.
And here's Burke. Richardson outside. Pass to O'Quinn. Shoots over Henson to the inside and stolen by Love. Down low, here's Nance. Nice D from Scott. The 76ers trail by 5. Here's Richardson, and he banks in the layup.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Now Garland. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Inside, stolen by O'Quinn. Now here's Burke. Richardson outside. And no good. But close on that one, so he'll shoot 2. The first free throw is good. And some changes here for the 76ers. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Kyle O'Quinn. Harris comes in for Mike Scott. And it's Ben Simmons in for Trey Burke. Thompson, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. Osman comes in for Kevin Love. And Richardson drops them both. And here's Clarkson. He brings it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. 17 points was their biggest margin. Here's Garland. Back to Nance. And the rejection by Embiid. They recover it. Out to Thompson. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Garland. Kept alive. Passes it to Clarkson. Here's Osman, guarded by Harris. Here's Clarkson. The Cavaliers again can't hit. Here's Philadelphia. They're on an 11-3 run. Some firepower from this offense tonight.
Yeah, they got a nice groove going right now offensively.
Out to the right wing, stolen by Thompson. And here's the fast break. Clarkson leading the way. Got that one up quick. Clarkson's got 20.
Well, a lot of ways that Clarkson can beat you. Most of the time it's off the dribble, but when he's shooting the ball well, he's a dangerous offensive player.
Now here's Simmons. Horford double team. A good look from Embiid makes the most of the high percentage shot.
And this offensive explosion has narrowed the gap.
And so here's Cleveland. They lead by 1. Now here's Garland. He's guarded closely. Thompson passes to Clarkson. Back to Thompson. Lock at 6. over Embiid. No good off the front iron.
That's the only way to take him out of his comfort zone from that range. Get right up in the jersey, force him off the spot.
Horford kicks to Harris. 76ers moving the ball around. Fade away. Nance with the rebound. The Cavaliers shooting 40% from the field. Here's Osman. Here's Thompson, and Thompson throws it down. That gives him a double-double in this one. 10 points and 12 rebounds.
Now that's what Tristan Thompson does best, just working the glass and working the D over.
Simmons finds Embiid. To the middle. It's stolen by Nance. Here's Osman. Off target from three-point range.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
No answer for Simmons, a tenacious scorer who finishes with muscle through contact.
That one drops. He ties it up.
Well, you look at the career of Tobias Harris, and boy, he's bounced around a bit. Has never slowed his development or production, though. You put him anywhere, and he'll find a way to help his team.
Now, here's Clarkson. Here's Thompson. And another make to his scoring column. His 5th basket of the game. Now shooting 5 of 11.
Not sure which clips they watched at halftime, but he has figured out how to attack the D, and they kept him in check in the first half. He's flipped it.
Here's Osman. Hammers it home to polish off the break.
Now the hands, the anticipation. Nance Jr., a great job there. Reaching out, tapping that ball away for the steal.
Ooh, I guess he didn't appreciate getting scored on that last strip.
I guess not. He threw it down right on top of him. Cleveland's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. And with Harris, he's been moved so many times. You know what, Greg? You forget he's still quite young.
Yeah, I mean, he really is just starting to enter what should be the prime of his career. Has improved every offseason and is a great rebounder and scorer.
The feed to Simmons. Pass to Horford. Kicks it to Embiid over Thompson. That misses off the backboard. Cavaliers leading. And Garland has it in the corner. From outside, off the mark.
Well, he had 1 3-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
Got a piece of it. Out of bounds, Cleveland takes possession.
Looked like a simple play and turned into a turnover. Can't give away possessions like that.
Kevin Love's checked in for Nance. Timeout called, Cleveland.
And he could tell his guys were dragging a little bit, calling timeout to kind of let them catch their breath.
And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Jordan Clarkson.
He deserves a lot of credit, but the D they played on him deserves a little bit of the blame as well. Even when he got hot, they didn't do enough, I don't think, to try and cool him off. And they've been passive when they've needed to be aggressive, and boy, did he make them pay.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during the last break, I got a chance to hear what John Beilein told his team. This game is close, and he told his players, hey, guys, this is when it's fun, right? This is a close game, and this is when you get to show what you're made of. Right here, right now. Kevin, we'll see how they respond.
Thank you, David.
Well, last year, interesting under-the-radar season as Tristan Thompson statistically had a very, very good year. A career best rate in rebounding, scoring, and assists. That's a big guy down on the inside, and Tristan Thompson provides you some great foundation on a nightly basis to bring physicality to the game.
And as well as he played last season, the former Iron Man, Tristan Thompson, struggled with injury.
Yeah, fewest games played of his career in any given season, and for a guy who went 4 straight seasons playing every game, deep into the playoffs, games that physically and mentally take a toll on you. Last season was a tough one for Tristan that way.
And Richardson drops them both. And for the Cavaliers, they're shooting a paltry 33% in the fourth. Not a good showing for this offense. Garland dishes to Love. The pass to Garland. Shot clock at 5. Love, no good. For Philadelphia, they've gone 7 of 10 shooting the ball since the start of the fourth quarter. Deflects the pass. And now the fast break. Garland with the ball. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And the Cavaliers lead by 3.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Outside, Simmons. Embiid, the pass to Horford. Back to Embiid. Lets it go. Bullseye. Embiid's got 10 points here in the second half.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
And the Cavaliers call time here. Clarkson on the wing. Richardson cover. Embiid with the steal. And now Philadelphia on the break. Harris has got the ball.
They count on Harris to get their offense going. He delivers.
The Cavaliers trailing. Garland with it. Pass to Osman. Doesn't go for it. Some solid defense from Harris. Philadelphia shooting it pretty well, close to 50%. Richardson the pass to Harris. Cavaliers with the rebound. Now Cleveland moving it up. Here's the floater. The putback.
This is what makes Tristan so vital to his team. Great activity on the glass, and then the quick jam.
And Simmons has got the ball here for Philadelphia. He kicks it to Horford. Fires it up. The shot is good off the backboard. Horford's got the lead up to 1 now for the 76ers. Cleveland's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0-4 since the start of the final quarter. And Ben Simmons picks up the foul. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. We've got 1:23 left here in the 4th quarter. Love outside. The dish to Garland. Shot clock at 6. At the elbow, it's Thompson. Gets that one through the hole. Make him now 7 of 13 in this game.
Thompson shoots such a high percentage on the inside. Most of his shots coming around the rim.
Simmons passes to Harris. At the top of the key, Embiid. And they double up Embiid. Here's Simmons. Count!
That is world class.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
And here is Garland. 41 seconds left to play in the final quarter.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
He sinks the clutch free throw. And so both free throws good that time, and that puts him ahead.
And that was huge right there. Just as cool as he could be. And he's been clutch at the line there in a very tense moment.
Passes it to Embiid. Richardson with it. Kicks it to Horford. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake. And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's a three-point game.
That last one was a difference maker. It pushed it from a 2-point lead to 3.
Timeout called the 76ers. They're trailing by 3. There's 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
And if you can get a 3, shoot it. Otherwise, get the quick 2 and a foul.
Yeah, I think that's a great point, GA. Don't force something up. You got to be smart here.
They're going to prolong the game here with an intentional foul.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
So the first one drops, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 5-point game.
Breathe easy now. The biggest free throws in the game, and he's coming through.
And Philadelphia calls time here. They're down by 5. 12 seconds left in the fourth. On the wing, Harris. The 3. It's good from beyond the arc.
And Tobias says, I'll take you home.
Here is Love. And an intentional foul there stops the clock.
Shooting 2.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So he gets them both, and it's a 4-point ball game. From deep. The shot, no good.
And he missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-ups, so maybe just a step too far.
And so it's Cleveland who comes out on top here. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but that didn't seem to bother him. I mean, road team, home team, all I know is they were the better team.
Well said. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Kevin, big job tonight in winning the game. What do you learn about your team when you win a game like this?
We're just giving ourselves a chance to win. So, I mean, we're really just grinding it out as much as we possibly can, and we're getting better every day. So, we're happy we got this win. I got to give it all to my teammates and my coaches.
Great focus at the end, Kevin. Thanks again. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan, along with our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.